I just want to say Fortnite Chapter 7 is off to a really bad start. And I think the biggest reason on why it's off to a really bad start is this right here, the map. I'm going to be straight up honest. This is the worst map we have ever gotten. Maybe top second worst map if you want to include Chapter 5, in which I really did not like the Chapter 5 map. This might take the cake. And honestly, this isn't even like a small opinion. I would say, honestly, a majority of people, if the Fortnite status right now gave a poll in-game that said, do you like the Chapter 7 map? I bet you majority players would say, yeah, the map's really not that good. And it's not necessarily because the map is bad. It's just generic. There's just nothing on this map that really makes me want to go anywheres, right? In every Fortnite season, there is at least a couple POIs that I choose as my own drop spot. And every game where I want to land at, I learn, and I have kind of relate to the POIs too, and have a little bit of like an association with them. On this map, there is nothing. Not a single one. I don't like any of the POIs. I think the POI that most players like is probably this one, Wonky Land, because it's honestly really unique. I don't think we've ever, we've got a roller coaster POI before, but never one like this where you can actually ride. I know that one had the ballers in it where like, what is it, Covert Cavern or whatever. Other than this POI, which is very unique, the other ones just seem like all the same. They seem so bland, and it seems like they're trying to be not normal, not bland about it, but it just ends up like that. For example, Sandy Strip. There's that big like Las Vegas smiley face diamond thing that looks at you. You have this middle area, which that beam thing is there and you could shoot at it. And like they add these things, these locations, but like they don't, like for me, they just don't work. They're not really hitting the spot. It seems like they're just trying too hard. And I do want to bring up the biomes as well. I think the biomes on this map are terrible. 60% of the map is grass, and like 30% of it is desert, and then like 10% of it is like this little snow area. This map has no snow area, which is completely ridiculous. Like every map basically has a big snow area with a snow POI. We've got no snow POIs, except when the map turned snow up here, then they got rid of it. That was for winter. So basically this map only has 2 biomes. I consider all this to be grasslands, right? I'm not saying this is a biome over there, bro. It's like the same thing as the rest of the map, basically just that got trees, right? And it ain't even like it's like a jungle or anything. It's just more trees packed together. And there's like what? There's 1 POI there. This ain't even part of that. So there's no snow POIs, which is like a bummer, bro. These hills are constructed and now everything's kind of made. It just doesn't fit right. It doesn't seem right. And I want to know what you guys think about it down in the comments below, because it's really hard to explain it. It's actually super hard to explain it. All right. When this area turned snow and there was like an ice lake here, that was amazing. And then they just revert it. Like, why? It was actually cool. Like, I know it was for winter, but when they made this all in ice, it reminded me of Greasy Grove in Chapter 1. And it's like, why would you get rid of that? You could have just kept it, right? It's honestly, bro, it's just so ridiculous. And I just put out a poll because I remembered a weird fact. Did you know that Fortnite used to add back OG locations to their maps, to their main chapter maps? And they did this in Chapter 2. They added back at the beginning at launch, it was Salty Springs, Retail Row, and Pleasant Park. And then they added like kind of like Salty Towers, a little bit of a mix. And they did some cool POIs like that. Then Chapter 3 came along and they added Greasy, Shifty Shafts, and then they added Tilted back, which was one of the most hype experiences of all time. If you guys played Chapter 3 during Tilted update night, then you guys are G's. Let me know down in the comments below if you did that, because that was such a hype time period. And that just doesn't happen with Fortnite nowadays anymore, right? And I'm not calling for Fortnite to bring back OG locations, because we already have, we already have Season OG or whatever. We already have Fortnite OG. There's no really reason to kind of bring back any more OG locations, even though they could. I'm fully down for it. I'm calling for them to bring back any other locations. How about locations introduced in Chapter 2? Bring back Dirty Docks randomly, right? Random location, Lazy Lake. It can be anything. It doesn't have to be a OG location. Bring back a chapter 3 location. Bring back, what's a good POI from chapter 3? The sanctuary. I don't know. They're doing the 7 stuff, so why don't you just add that back? I think that'd be pretty cool. It's like before they knew that Fortnite needed a couple POIs, like a handful of POIs that we were used to, that so players returning could be familiar with a POI, so not everything seemed new, and they have to really, and they can always have a guaranteed drop spot. On top of that, if they didn't like any other POIs, they at least would have a couple or handful of POIs, which they did like from previous seasons. And I thought that was amazing. I remember a whole bunch of times in chapter 2 where I didn't know where to land at the beginning of the chapter. And I said, you know what? Let's just land at retail. Let's just go Pleasant. Let's play it safe this game. There's no POIs like that to play it safe. Now it's all just randomness. It's all like, okay, should we go there? Should we go there? Is that a good POI? Is that, it's like, maybe we should go to Ripped Tides? Like, no, it just doesn't happen. I feel like all POIs nowadays are just ones I just choose randomly, or it just determines what the bus route is, basically, right? While back then, I usually would have a strategy and plan on where to land. And yeah, I'm hoping for the rest of these seasons that they add some, any like old location back, because obviously, we love it, and it's so much hype when they start adding some old locations back for the, you know, the OG players. You don't even got to be OG. You could play chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, doesn't even matter. I am glad that this chapter, like, unless they, like, I know later on, I know somebody's going to say, you can't be judging the map right now because it's the first season. You know, it takes a while. It takes like season 2, season 3, and then like kind of around season 3, season 4 usually makes the map too cluttered and there's too much stuff and looks like a child canvas. Y'all remember how chapter 2 ended. Oh my God, that was like throw up. But at least that was, you know, it's more chapters. So I understand that. But the problem with that is it's like you gotta wait until the end season to actually have like a fun experience of a map. And like you gotta wait. It's like kind of what happened with chapter 2 with a lot of players, where they just didn't play the game until the map started getting like severely updated, like with season 3, and the entire map was like flooded, which is, I think, was the biggest map change to ever happen in Fortnite for a season. Like that was like chapter level type of a map change, which was honestly crazy. The hell? Oh, dink. Oh my God. Bro got demolished. We still don't know what season 2 is going to be about. I haven't seen any leaks on season 2. I know they pushed it till, I think, March like 18th or 14th. So that's basically another whole month of this season, which players are just so infuriated at Epic for that. Like, really? We got to do another month of this season, bro? Like, I'm just so sick of this season. I really am. The weapons are okay. Like, they could be better. I'm not going to say the weapons are really bad. Not my cup of tea, but they could be worse. But like, it's just the map, bro. It's just, I can't handle this map anymore. It's so annoying. I just don't like playing on it. That's why a lot of players are just playing OG and reload for the time being until season 2 launches. Wait, if I shoot that thing, will it shoot through builds? Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Right? Shoot the builds, right? Okay. I did not know it just auto kills you through builds. I knew it auto killed you, but I didn't know it was through builds. Good thing I had a self revive. Oh my God, I'm so dumb. I will say that's pretty cool. I mean, I guess that's a map change, right? That's a pretty cool map change there. I mean, that's just basically like Kevin the Cube. I'm just gonna bandage here, then I'm gonna shockwave over. How much we got? Storm 5 seconds. There's only 7 people left. What the heck? Kick another bandage in. Let's go, baby. Go to zone. There's a whole bunch of loot right here. What the heck? All right, get me out of here. Honestly, I probably should have kept those bandages on me. Oh, there's a car here, which is very sad. I think he probably sees me. I'm thinking about shockwaving up there and taking his car. I don't know if he sees me here, though. There's also a concept map, which somebody made, which I think it's honestly pretty sick. So I'll put that on screen right now while I'm running to this gas station for health. Hopefully I don't get sniped. As I was saying, the map is on screen, and that map is not supposed to be like a totally different Chapter 7 concept map. It's supposed to be like a redesign of this map to make it better. And for what they did, for what Rafu Comics did, I think he made it better. He added the bridge back, which was basically just from like chapter 6. Those like road highways things are so awesome. I think that's honestly sick that he had a huge like bridge going from all the way to the center of the map to all the way around. But like even that map, it could be better. It's definitely not one of my favorite concepts out there. I feel like even that map would have some players complaining. Like this painted palms up here, it's not even a biome. It's like trying to be like a purple biome when it's just not. It's just like, it's just in the desert. It's just a couple land and a couple trees are purple, and they're making that like a whole nother, or trying to pass it off as a biome. I don't know. I feel like I have to wait until season 2 to really experience this chapter, because I'm literally about to just take a big break, because I don't know if I can. I really don't know if I can take it. This chapter, it started off okay. I actually kind of liked it because it felt more grounded. I was scared to have too much kind of overpowered like fun items, and I thought the groundedness of it made it pretty cool. I'm usually like a grounded guy, you know. I like a handful of like chapter 2 season 1s out there, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like they just took it too far. It's way too grounded. So let me be honest, it could just be me. It could just be like, you know, I'm older now. I played the game when I was younger and it's like nostalgia or something, and it just doesn't, games don't hit the same anymore. But I feel like it's not. I feel like it's literally this map. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just going to be honest, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. And like, you know, I could be like all these other YouTubers and say, Chapter 7 is amazing. If you don't like it, then get out. Leave the game if you don't like it. No, I'm just gonna be straight up. It's just not my cup of tea. And I was gonna make this more of like a map video, but I guess now it's kind of turning to just like a Chapter 7 hate video, to be honest. I'm just looking at like other maps on my left monitor here. Chapter 4 was a great map, bro. I think I'm gonna be honest. Chapter 4, it was the best map. Like it's a close tie between 4 and 3. I think 4 looks like the better map. Like even though it looks smaller, like the season 1, it had a good mix. You had the grasslands, you had the huge snow biome, you had like the fall autumn biome, or like the kingdom biome basically, right? And then you had a little patch of like green in the top right. I don't know why they did that. It's kind of weird, but if it looks like it fit, it really did look like it just fits. It's just smooth and like nice. And now this one, it's like, what's like comparing to that? Like what's here? This is like not a contender. This is objectively a worser map. And this was their time to really create something new. They could have easily created a new biome we have never seen before for this chapter, and they didn't. Even though we already got a jungle biome in chapter 4, I would love to see an advanced version of it, a bigger one on this map. Give us a taiga, give us a biome we have never seen before, right? And they just didn't do it. I'm honestly kind of sick of just like grasslands, desert, and a little bit of snow. I'm sick of that. I want something completely new, bro. And that's why I made a video on why Fortnite should just stop doing islands in total and do something else unique, like I don't know, an island in the sky or something, and if you fall off the map, you get flung back up, or like a map set inside of a volcano or something just crazy, because these chapters that are just default islands with the same biomes of all time, they don't change. They really don't change. They're just like the same thing all the time. I'm looking at it. They could have done a marine biome, like another coral castle, but like under the water. How about that? Freshwater, tundra, taiga, savanna. I mean, we already kind of have a savanna. Rainforest. That would be pretty cool. I mean, we already got a rainforest, but I mean, it's like that was like in wild season for chapter 4, season 3. It was like a mix between a jungle and a rainforest. I would say more jungle than rainforest though, actually. Like the thing what I liked about it is that in chapter 4, Mega City had rain when you entered the city, which was so cool. And if they did that again for this chapter, imagine having like a rainforest biome where when you enter it, it would just start like pouring down rain, and then your character would just like slow down because it's raining so much, and then it would like obscure your screen, kind of like how it's in the storm, where you have that little like splash on your screen from the rain. We need more dynamic biomes, 100%. I think that's what Fortnite's missing. That Mega City was Fortnite's kind of first attempt at like a biome like that. Like a dynamic biome. And on top, we have no weather anymore. They just got rid of that for some reason. Literally no reason, and they didn't even expand on it. We could have had rain back, which was kind of bad. I wish that covered the whole map rather than just a floating cloud. We could have had tornadoes back. Don't know why they got rid of that stuff. Chapter 3 was just peak, by the way. Yeah, I would love to see more dynamic event locations where every location feels different. Kind of reminds you of Chapter 2 Season 8, where a lot of the locations had like that bubble sideways zone. And it was like every game, you know, like a different location would have that. And like the sky drone zones too. Remember the golden POIs, and they would have drones that you could shoot down and get loot? All that stuff, and it just doesn't exist anymore. And it's like, bro, why is that not in the game anymore? That's why all the locations feel just normal. Bro thought he could fight. Bro thought he could fight against the Bigfoot, bro. You cannot fight against the Bigfoot, my man. It shit ain't gonna happen, homie. Oh, I could just heal using these. What am I doing? Oh, wait. Okay, I'm like brain dead, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm making this video. I haven't even played the season a lot, and I just threw that big pot away. I also hate that, bro. Like, you ever drink in a big pot and then you swap accidentally and it just gets rid of your big pot? Why doesn't it drop on the ground and have a percentage usage on it? Like, when this got leaked in Chapter 3 that we were going to be getting that, by the way, got leaked a long time ago, I thought it would be like, have to be like that, right? Also, Bigfoot eating, like, corn and bananas. That's crazy. Put a bush on since bushes came back, which is awesome. I don't think there's any bushes in the map, so you can't really bush camp, but maybe people won't tell. Ooh, this got a nice gun. Give me that. Also, this wingsuit, it's like such a risk item because you use that accidentally, you just die. The storm is so fast, bro. Like the game is in a terrible spot, bro. It really is in a terrible spot. You got the storm going 1,000,000 miles an hour. You got like these like boss items, which are very interesting. Oh, I cracked him. I think he's gonna die because the storm's going so fast. I see him. Let him come over here and I'll just... Where'd he go? Walking through the woods, baby. Oh my god, bro. I'm about to do a Nikkei 30 and start complaining about people running away again. Oh my god. Oh my god, calm down, bro. Oh, what the heck? Where does this dude come from? I'm going in the cave. Screw this. People are dropping these bushes. I don't think they know that it's a one-shot. So you can kill somebody if you shoot this orb and you like stand in front of them. It's really good for builds, but I don't think it's really going to be used all that much for your builds. I honestly should pick up that MK instead of this gun because the MK is just so broken. The dude down there. No, 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 no. Am I dead? Oh my god, I went against it. Yeah, run away, boy. Great. Oh god, this person didn't even see me. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm just dead. Literally surrounded. Literally surrounded, bro. Just end this person. Yeah. All right. Well, what do you guys think about the 4-day map? I don't know. I hate this game. I don't like anything in it. All right, I'm gone.